Recently, I heard from a guitarist that told me something that stuck with me. He said, I've been playing guitar off and on for over 25 years, and I've never recorded a solo I'm proud of. And honestly, I hear that sort of stories all the time. Guys who have the gear, they have the knowledge of the scales, they have some skills, but when it comes to actually play and create something musical, they get stuck. They freeze. And if that sounds familiar to you, I want to show you the real reason why that happens. And the small shift that if you make in your life, in your playing, that can completely change everything to you. Many guitar players think that time is what's gonna change things. If we just practice enough, if we just keep on practicing, be faithful and pressing on that, repeating, eventually music will happen. Eventually my fingers will start creating music. Well, the truth is that if 25 years of noodling is often just 1 year repeating itself 25 times. So people practice the scales, they practice songs, they practice licks and exercises and more scales, but they never practice finishing music or a solo or creating something. So that's a myth. Time is a myth. Practicing does not guarantee you results. Another thing is the information trap. We live in a time where information and guitar players have more information than ever, right? I started playing in the 90s. Information was so hard to have. I remember making photocopies and making copies of the tape, and so on. Nowadays, we have so much YouTube lessons. We have skills charts, courses, AI to help us, right? But you know what? The problem is that most guitar players are just collecting information. And I fall on that too if I'm not careful. Just collecting information, not music creation. It's very different. Music doesn't come from how many scales you know. It comes from how you use a few notes to say something. Let me repeat this. Music doesn't come from how many scales you know. It comes from how you use the few notes or a few notes to say something. So look at this. This is what a lot of guitarists do when they want to improvise. They play fast pentatonic runs going nowhere. No musicality, no storytelling, nothing that catches the ears of the audience, but very flashy sometimes, right? For sure, it's fast. Wow, that's so many notes. Now, if we do something like this. You see the difference there. I'm repeating. I created a motif. I'm even changing now, right? I'm repeating the idea, but not quite the same. And music, you already start hearing some music. You already start to sound like you're telling a story, right? So what I'm doing, using 3, 4 notes, going out a little bit of those notes, but I'm telling a story. I'm being consistent. I'm not being flashy. No, I'm trying to tell a story, right? So that's the difference between noodling and making music. And the biggest missing skill for most guitarists isn't technique, it's completion, okay? Most players never build a solo, never start to finish a solo, never record that solo, never refine, never share, right? Finishing one solo is worth more than 1,000 scales. Finishing one solo is worth more than 1,000 scales. Let that sink a little bit. The moment you record a solo and you listen back and you think, wow, that's actually makes me smile. I'm proud of this. That actually sounds like music. Something inside you changes completely. You stop feeling like a guitar enthusiast or a guitar student and you start feeling like someone that makes music, who creates music. You stop feeling like someone that is collecting information and you start feeling like a musician. That shift happens inside you when you start and finish a solo, you refine it, you record it, and you share it. If you've been playing guitar for years, but you never actually finished a solo you're proud of, you're not alone, okay? I'm discovering more and more that you are not alone in that. Most people were simply never shown a clear process to go from scales to music. If you want to work with me to go from scales to music, check the link below and let's start working together. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hope to see you in the next one. See you then.